Hey, how's it going? ZmanTheTech here. Thank you for tuning in to SnoleyGames. As always, I appreciate you very much. And today we're checking out Self, courtesy of Monster Couch and a huge thank you and shout out for reaching out to me directly to my business email to check this out, showcase it on the channel to my viewers. Without much further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop in. And I want to say this game is kind of like a text-based adventure, where it's very choice-driven. So this should be interesting. Let's see how this goes. All right, so I have to make a choice. Okay, let's check options here. Okay, colorblind mode. That's nice. I have the colorblind mode. Okay, and a static visual effect on. Okay, let's resume. Let's go ahead and hop into a new game here. Dad's been gone for quite a while. I'm awake, but don't want to get out of bed. Get up. It's Sunday. I want to sleep in. Yeah, let's sleep in. Okay. It's so cozy under the quilt. I better get up or sleep a while longer. Okay. Sleep a while longer. Why hasn't Dad called? He's missing. I should really get up. Sleep a while longer. I'm curious to see what happens if I keep sleeping. Let's do that. I really don't want to get up. I can't just go on sleeping just a little while longer, a few more minutes. If I just continue sleeping, I won't have to face the world. That might be for the best. What was that? End zero. The happiest ending. So I slept my life away, apparently. The happiest ending. Okay, cool. We get an achievement. Sound effects, freesound.org. Very cool. Okay, let's skip this with the Y button. Alright, I have to make a choice. Alright. Choose a starting point. Where do I begin? Start from a memory. Fresh start. Let's do a fresh start. Dad's been gone for quite a while. I'm awake, but don't want to get out of bed. Let's get up. An eye is opened. Every eye is a node. Oh, dang it. Went away too fast. My pathway can be seen in the spreading crack. Okay. I stretched and got out of bed and heard a noise outside my door. Open the door. Brush your teeth and get ready, Mom said. I poured a glass of milk for you. There's cocoa in the cupboard if you want some. Why hasn't Dad come home yet? What did you say? He hasn't called for days. Something must have happened. Mom looked at me sternly. Is it the stress from school? If you feel the school's too much, take it easy for a while. Mom, aren't you worried about Dad? Okay, I'll take it easy. Let's say, aren't you worried about Dad? Mom puts her hand to my forehead. What do you want for lunch? I'll make you something tasty. I'll even call your teacher and say you're sick. Take the day off and rest, okay? But Dad promised that he'd meet me at school this evening. Mom begins to look worried. Do you know where Dad is? I want to have SpaghettiOs. Haven't you noticed that Dad is gone? You don't seem to care at all. What's going on with you today? What are you talking about? Mom shakes her head and sighs. Acting all weird in the morning. I'll go brush my teeth. Silence. Silence. Mom pats me on the head. I'm heading to the supermarket. Remember to brush your teeth and drink your milk. She took her bag and her umbrella and then left. I turned on the tap and brushed my teeth. What's this? Whoa. Interact? So I can just interact with one of these? I'm confused. I turned on the tap and brushed my teeth. I ate breakfast and drank my milk. It was completely tasteless. I added some cocoa, but it was still quite bland. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Someone was knocking at the door. Mom probably forgot her purse. I looked through the spy hole and saw two black-clad strangers. One was short and chubby, one was tall and thin. Who are they? Hey, anyone home? They called Dad's name and continued knocking at the door. Oh, I am not opening that door. Hey, anyone there? My heart beat faster. Damn it, he's not home. Or is he? Knock, knock. Knock, knock. They're still knocking on the door. Remain silent. I'm not trying to get got. Someone's home after all. How do you know? I can see a pair of shoes beneath the door. They notice me. You there. Open at once. How long do you think you can hide? They kicked the door and... They kicked the door and the whole room shook. Come out here at once. Dad, where are you? Dad. Dad. Face it or avoid it. This may require a new choice, but this is not an easy one. Face it or avoid it. Oh no. Green to face it, red to avoid. What the heck? It's like Undertale. Let's face it. This is weird. Trying to comprehend this. Whoa. Yeah, this really reminds me of Undertale. We're gonna face it, but... It's like I'm hitting all the green ones, so I'm hoping I'm doing this right. So we're gonna face it, but... I was able to hold on, so let me face it. Perhaps a non-choice is a choice. I may have forgotten something important. I may forget more things in the future because everything is just beginning. This is interesting. I'm not sure what's happening right now. I don't want to skip it because I don't want to miss anything. Oh my gosh, did they dump me in the water? What the heck? Huh, I'll show him. Don't take out your gun here. What if he's inside? I'm sure someone's home. Just because there's a pair of shoes there doesn't mean anyone's home. What if the cops come? Damn it. And we finally found his address, his new address. Let's go back and think it through. Bah. It went silent again. They probably left. I started breathing again and looked through the spy hole. I couldn't see them anymore. I opened the door a little and looked outside. I found a card on the floor. I picked it up. It was Dad's business card. I didn't know my dad had business cards. It had his number and address. I've never seen any of them before. Call the number? Yeah, let's call it. I went to the living room to call, and just as I was about to pick up the phone, it started to ring. Let's answer it. Hey. Hey, I'm outside your door. It was my friend King. Outside my door? You didn't forget now, did you? It's Sunday. You promised we'd head out. Oh, right. I had almost forgotten. Never mind. Come on, open up. I hung up the phone and opened the door. Yo, King called to me. Why didn't you just knock? King went into my room. Let me see here. King picked up a math book onto my desk. How are you doing with geometry? He asked as he flipped through the pages. It's not that hard. It's really damn hard. I don't get the shapes or formulas at all. Just look at you being all proud. King hit me with the book. I didn't dodge. I just sat there and took it. What's up with you lately? It's my dad. What happened? It's my dad. He's gone. Missing. Or what? I haven't been able to contact him for days. King looked at me in silence. You've been living alone with your mom for ages. What? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Let's just forget about the past. King kept apologizing to me. Is King here? Mom came home. Me and King left my room. Hello. Hi there, King. I saw an extra pair of shoes by the door and guessed they were yours. Can I go out and play with King? Are we having SpaghettiOs today? Sure. Take a rest today and have fun. Mom agreed. But remember to be home before lunch. Okay. King tapped my shoulder and smiled broadly. See, it wasn't so hard after all. Let's go. There was nothing for it. I had promised him after all. As we were heading out, I felt for the keys in my pocket by habit and found Dad's business card. I've never heard about the address on the card before. What is it doing on Dad's card? King, do you know where this is? What? Whose business card is that? Do you know where this is? Let me see. King took up his phone and opened maps. It's a hospital. A hospital? See for yourself. Sure enough, the address was that of a hospital. What a coincidence. The hospital is close to where we're heading. Where are we going? Have you forgotten? Or are you pretending to be stupid? You said we'd go to the arcade. I grudgingly followed King onto the bus. It was muddy from the rain, the streets were empty, and the city lay silent. The waves, new memory piece obtained. Okay. It was muddy from the rain, the streets were empty, and the city lay silent. The bus is almost empty. A shabbily dressed girl sat on the seat in front of us. Kind person, please help me. She extends a bowl containing a few coins. Give her some coins? Sure. I felt my pockets. I didn't bring my wallet. Ah, sorry. I didn't bring my wallet. Thank you, she says, and extends it to King. King gives her a $5 bill. Thank you. You can't just keep giving money away like that. Ha, it's alright, King said, and waved his hand. I noticed two black-clad men at the back of the bus, one short, one chubby, one tall, one thin. They both sat rigidly without moving a muscle. We got off and changed to another bus, and they did too. We're being followed. King looked toward the back of the bus. Dressed like that during the day, they must be weirdos. What are you doing? King stood up and approached the two men. Yo, misters, where are you getting off? The short one looked around. Are you getting off at Penguin Plaza? That's where we're getting off. Oh yes, that's where we're getting off too, the short one said and nodded. The bus reached the station, Penguin Plaza. Kindly exit the bus from the rear doors. Aren't you getting off? Don't forget your bags. Oh yes, thanks. The two of them got off. Bye-bye. Aren't you getting off too? Oh, we've quite a few stops to go. The door to the bus slammed shut. You assholes! Dare fool us! They chased after the bus, but gave up fairly soon. What weirdos, King said. That's that then. We soon reached our destination. The arcade should have been full, but there weren't many there. I'll go and get us some tokens. King went to the token vending machine. A clown stood there near the door, handing out balloons. Which color do you want? I'm fine, thanks. There's one for you. He handed me a white balloon. I don't want a balloon. Alright, have a great day. Someone tapped me on my shoulder. King had gotten the tokens. Where are all the people? I thought we'd have to queue today. The clown was gone. I'm not playing today. I know I dragged you here. Please, for my sake. Okay. The arcade was lit up in all the rainbow's colors. King inserted a token and began playing. We took one toy gun each and began firing at the monsters popping up on the screen. I looked at the screen at loss for what to do. Let me teach you. The monsters make a noise, then they pop up. Just aim and shoot. Missing is fine. You score extra points for headshots. Deep breaths. Just line them up with the center of the crosshair. Apart from just killing the monsters you see, there are others hiding in the thickets as well. I'm a real newbie, but with this guidance, I scored higher than him on the first round. Another round, King asked? I nodded. Wham! Suddenly the entire arcade went black. I got nervous. The doors to the arcade loudly slammed shut. There was only a faint light coming from the windows. Me and King were the only ones inside. I then heard the voice of a third person. Think you can hide in here? The clown arrived, holding his balloons. Don't you want to find your father? What the heck? The clown didn't answer me. Dad. If you want to find him, tell me where he might have gone off to. My heart was hammering. Tell me quickly now. I don't know. I really don't know. You do want to find him, don't you? Repressed memories once again surged into my mind. Dad, where the hell are you? Face it. I said face it. Oh, this one's kind of hard. Oh no. No. Ah. Dang it. I did not do well on that one. Fear gripped me. I chose to avoid it. Every eye in the note is an important choice made. My pathway can be seen in the spreading crack. Yeah. We were the only ones in the arcade. I regained my senses. Where am I? Why am I at the arcade? All the game machines were running. Dad, did I come here looking for you, Dad? I left the arcade. The cold air cleared my mind. An ambulance swished by. I looked up and saw the street sign. Light Road. I thought about Dad's business card, the address. It was the same road. I walked along and soon saw a small hospital tucked away at the end of the road. The walls were mottled? Yeah, sure that's what that is. The walls were mottled. They had seen many a winter for sure. Let's enter the hospital. Anyway, this is the only lead I've got. I entered the hospital. It reeked of surgical spirit. That was the only likeness to a hospital I could find. Inside the hospital, everyone wore masks with crying faces on. Even the patients had and their relatives. This is weird. Who are you? The security guard stopped me. He wore a mask as well. No respect for the regulations. The security guard wore a uniform and had a walkie-talkie. Everyone must wear one of these masks here at the No Laughter Hospital. He handed me a mask. This must be a dream. This is weird. Put it on. I put the mask on. I had to see the world from the two holes of the mask. In the mask. Remember, do not take off this mask while you're in the No Laughter Hospital. Got it. The mask also reeked of surgical spirit. I'll make sure you don't. Haha. The security guard let out a shrill laugh from inside the crying face mask. Yes, Just a sneeze. Is that a business card? Have you come to sell healthcare products? Sir, do you know the person on this card? He scanned the card. I don't know him, but that address is the same as this hospital. How come you're looking for him? He asked. He's my father. The security guard said something into the walkie-talkie, but I couldn't hear what. He proceeded. It seems this is a matter of some urgency. I'll go check the register and see if I can find him. Really? Of course, it's no problem. Come with me. I followed the security guard. Two men came walking around me from afar, one short and one tall. They were clad in black and wore masks. Avoid them. Why should we avoid them? Perhaps the eerie atmosphere at the hospital had piqued my senses. I pretended not to see them and followed the security guard to his office. The two men didn't seem to have noticed me and left the hospital. They probably didn't recognize me with the mask. A wall in his office was filled with masks of all colors and sizes. Another was covered in CCTV monitors. You could see every inch of the hospital from here. The guard entered Dad's name into his computer. Is this your father? Dad's name appeared in the search result. He's one of the hospital's medical suppliers. Yeah, that's my father. Try giving him a call. I can see that it's urgent. The guard pointed toward a phone in the office. I took up the phone. Dialed Dad's number. I dialed Dad's number. Busy. Sorry, the number you have dialed is unavailable. Please try again later. I hung up. Did your dad answer? I shook my head. The guard's walkie-talkie rang. He put it in his ear. The noise could be heard from the other end, but I couldn't hear what it was saying. Copy that. Heading there at once. Over. He lowered his walkie-talkie. I've had a task to do and must go. The security guard suddenly got up and left. I scanned the monitors. Everyone on the flickering monitors wore masks. A man appeared at the registration hall and without hesitation went directly to the elevators. He wore a mask. I couldn't see his face. The security guard returned. Get out at once. You can't be in here. I pushed past the guard and ran out of the room. I quickly crossed the corridor into the big hall. That man. The elevators were very close. The elevator doors had already closed. I pushed the button for another elevator while checking which floor the last one went to. Floor 3. He went to floor 3. The other elevator doors opened and I went in. This is very interesting. I'm just trekking along here, trying to solve this mystery of where is Dad, you know? Okay. Interesting. That eye is white instead of red. Oops. I hit the wrong button. There we go. The elevator moves slowly upward. The elevator doors opened. The smell of surgical spirit was even stronger here. I saw a reception desk. Floor 3 was the inpatient ward. The walls are a pale green color. A nurse pushes a cart and bottles clink. Where did he go? I looked in all directions but couldn't find him anywhere. Do you need help? The nurse at the reception asked me. Excuse me. Her mask was exceptionally sad. It was covered in rivers of tears. Excuse me. Haha. No need to fret. Please take your time. The nurse wore a surgical mask on top of the crying face mask. Her laughter seemed to come out of the air itself. Did you see someone coming out of the elevator just now? Laughing isn't allowed in the hospital, right? You just came out of the elevator, silly, the nurse said. And before me? Many people exit the elevator every day. Did you really not see anyone exiting? Huh. Why would I fool you? I've seen many, many people today. How would I know who you're looking for? Leave without asking further. I'll leave the reception. There are wards on both sides of the corridor. The pale green walls have wooden rails attached to them. I hold onto the rail and look into the rooms as I pass by. A note with the patient's number and the name is fastened at each door. It was written in a blurry black marker. Most of the doors are shut. A nurse pushes a cart holding bottles and a metal box with tweezers. "Hey, kid," someone whispered. I looked around. "Where are you?" "Kid, I'm in the ward next to you." The door to the room on my right was not locked. "Come in." "What do you want?" "I don't know you." "You'll know me soon enough. Come on in." Oh man. Okay, go in. I open the door and enter. The room is bright. It seems to have stopped raining. There are 3 beds, 2 of which are unaccompanied. Someone lies on the one farthest end. The patient sits up. He's wearing hospital clothes and a mask. He says, "You're not a patient here, nor are you here to visit a relative, correct?" I stand by the door and nod, and I don't want to go any further in. "Come closer. Some words aren't meant for others." I hesitate. Go closer. I walk up to his bed. He looks up at me. "Leave this place." "What?" "Leave this hospital. Leave and never come back." "I cannot leave." "Don't get yourself into trouble you can't get out of." "I cannot leave. My father is missing, and he's somewhere around here." "Your father?" He takes a closer look at my face. I give him the business card. He hands me back the card and says nothing. I'm going to look for my father. I prepare to leave. You really do look like your father. I freeze in motion. You know my father? Or do you know where he is? Let's see. Do you know my father? I unconsciously grab hold of his hand. He has white tape on the back of his hand, used to fix a butterfly needle to it. Your father wouldn't want you coming here. Leave this place at once. I'm going to find my father. I just have to. I don't want to waste more time. I ignore him and leave the ward. I continue to follow the corridor. There aren't many wards left and their doors are all locked. 034. Finally, a door with a clearly written number. But the patient's name has been scrubbed thoroughly. The door is open and the room is bright. Enter 034. Yeah. I sneak into the room 034. There's a bed surrounded by pale green curtains. The room is filled with beeping life support machines riddled with digits and diagrams. This room's patient seems to be seriously ill. Pull open the curtains? Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's see. I slowly pull open the curtains. The bed is empty. A mask lies on top of the bed. That's weird. There's something down there. I close my heart. A mask lies atop the bed. I extend my hand to grab the mask. My fingers touch the cold, glossy surface. Everything goes black. Someone kicks me. I fall heavily onto the ground. Someone pulls a sack over me. My arms ache. I curl up into a ball and clench my teeth. Got you, brat. Man, that was a good idea. We've got him now. My head hurts, and my ears are ringing. Of course, this brat is quite the dangerous one. I can't hear what they're saying. This sense of feeling is familiar. Oh, so familiar. Dad. Dad. Let's face it. Green to face it, red avoid it. Alright, let's see if we can make it through without screwing up royally like last time. Alright, this one doesn't seem too bad. So now I know what happens too. If we hit the red ones, the square shrinks, so we definitely don't want to do that. Oh, so we got stuff flying in now. I don't know what happens with the white ones though, so I'm going to try to avoid those. Oh god. This really reminds me of Undertale. Alright, as long as we don't hit any red ones, that square will remain big enough to where we can maneuver, so that's good. Ah. It's so peculiar. Just trying to survive till we get to the end of this sequence here. Get back to the story. Okay, we made it. Okay, I was able to hold on to let me face it. So we faced it and we won. Okay. Oh, those two red ones are the ones I failed. Okay, got you. Okay. Alright, let's progress here. We just got kidnapped, so let's see what happens. Alright, how do we get him out? You're tall. Just carry him. We'll take the stairs. Let's move quietly. A pair of lanky arms grabs me. What are you doing? Let me go. Brat, aren't you looking for your father? Dad, you... We're talking... Sorry, we're taking you to see your father. Alright, do you really know where my dad is? Liars, I don't trust you. Let's see. Whatever. But it wouldn't do any of us any good if we were to frighten the people at the hospital. Man, won't the security cameras take notice of us if we're carrying this sack around? You think I need you to tell me that? Ah, it's a walk in the park. We led the foolish guards away from their monitors. Hey, don't let them escape. And don't hurt them. They walked carefully, attempting to not make a sound. I put my face close to the sack and tried to see through it. Even the sack smelled strongly of disinfectant. The smell is still vivid in my memory. Hold on to me. The tall man carried me down the steps. I don't know how many floors we're down. A steel door opens. They passed the door, and the tall one put me down on the ground. They opened the sack. Is my dad here? Don't be so hasty. The light in the gloomy garage was dim. Finally, we can get rid of these damn masks. They took them off. They were clad all in black. I couldn't make out their faces. Do you enjoy wearing this? The chubby one took off my mask. Still reluctant, eh? You've nowhere to go, so come with us. We follow him. I followed them. Where's our ride? The chubby one asked. I parked it here, but it's gone. Are you looking for a vehicle? I said in a trembling voice. It's gone. Excuse me. Got the hiccups here. Is that what you're looking for? I pointed towards an overturned passenger trike in the corner. Ah, there it is. Who the hell did that? The chubby one said. Go get it. The tall one ran to it, turned it over, and rode it back. Drum, drum, drum. The chubby one sat down in the back. Brat, hop on. We rode out of the gloomy garage. It was the afternoon outside. The sun shone, and a light breeze was in the air. I felt calm and a little drowsy. The tall one became drenched in sweat as he paddled on. Chop chop, the chubby one joked. Our trike sure is fast, and I just love the cool breeze. All right, we rode on the streets. They were completely empty except for a bus. I shouldn't have bothered with this darn guy, I thought to myself. A boy sat in front of me with no idea what he was going to do next. Get right to the point, change the topic. Alright, I shouldn't waste more time. Should oil this pedal. I clenched my teeth and rode on. Man, can I rest a moment? I said. You just started and you're already tired? He just loves being in the spotlight. He took a card out of his pocket. You know what this is, don't you? I took the card. It was my dad's business card. Why would they have it? The boy's expression turned strange. Our boss is looking for you, I said. All right, the boy shook his head. He tried to stand, but I pressed him down. Behave yourself, if you don't want your family to get involved. The boy trembled, his fingers touching the card. He folded the card into a miniature paper airplane. The boss is making a real fuss, saying you're dangerous. Man up ahead. Sure, shouldn't we turn? I was out of breath. Why did we pick a trike? My kingdom for a car. Damn, I'd love to down a few cold beers. Idiot, turn around. We passed it. Damn, I think he's right. I stepped on the brake. He's a coward who trembles just from hearing his own farts. The boy is trembling. Let's play a game, the boy said. Or rather, the game is about to end. What game? The crowd, a new memory piece obtained. Okay, cool. Okay. What next? Oh, there you go. I'm like, what the heck? The boy stared at me with his two eyes like bottomless pits. The trike stopped. Why are we stopping? He turned around, but he looked completely out of it. What's wrong? The game is over, he said. It's like they both morph into their opposite, like it's weird. Hearing his voice made me feel calm again. Dad, where are you? I sat across the boy, and I saw tears forming in his eyes. These are not tears, I said to myself. I've just got something in my eyes. I'm alone in this world, all alone. Whoa, what the heck? A thin woman walked up to the vending machine. Why is there a noose with a cassette tape? This is odd. It wasn't cold, but she wore a coat. She had a patient barcode bracelet on her wrist. The vending machine is in a lonely corner. It is filled with ugly clown plushies. It didn't take cash, only cards. The woman glanced around to make sure no one was looking, then reached for the lock on the machine's door. A strong hand grabbed hold of the woman's arm. If I catch you one more time, you'll lose this arm of yours. No, no, it's not. The burly man increased the force of his grip as if he would break her arm, then and there. Ouch, no! The man relaxed his arm. The woman began panting and sweating. She shivered, then took out a magnetic card and inserted it into the machine. The wheel on the screen began spinning, to stop on a prize, hopefully. The woman clasped her hands together until the wheel dropped. It stopped on a red number. Wah! I won. She began jumping up and down. She took the plushie, hid it under her coat, and hugged it tightly. She laughed like there was no tomorrow. The burly man watched her leave with scorn. Okay, well, we're getting pretty far. About 46 minutes in, actually. Okay. End 4, playing house. Oh, okay. So we got the 4th ending. Playing house. Okay, it's going to be interesting playing back through and trying to get different results, but yeah. Very interesting concept for a game. I actually like it very much. Had me locked in with suspense. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, like what's happening? Is this a dream? Like what's really happening? Where's the father? Like, like what's happening? So yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. We've got 2 endings on this recording, so I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you want me to kind of, play through this again and try to get other endings. Totally up to you. Just leave it in the comments. If I see enough of it, I'll be like, all right, cool, let's make this happen. But yeah, once again, huge shout out and a thank you to Monster Couch for providing the code for this to check out on the channel and showcase it to you. If you like what you saw, definitely like, comment, subscribe. Remember to keep it locked to SnoleyGames for all of your indie game, third-party game, tech review coverage, and sometimes Nintendo and retro games thrown in the mix. I appreciate you. Have a good one.